You here? Hello? Say something in the chat here. I want to see what the delay is, because I think I'm like 10 seconds behind on the screen. Oh, this is way delayed. Holy moly. I don't think you're in here. Don't believe I see anybody in here. One watching. Is that me? The live stream is going great, people. We have fans. Welcome to the first ever live stream brought to you today by Res 182. Res 182, kind enough to sponsor us. Everybody put their hands together for Ryan McHugh Torres, the stream's first fan. These are made here. I don't know if this is even working. Testing, a testing, a testing. I think it's working. Folks, it looks like we might have somebody in chat here. Bussy, give me Leclerc. Okay, Tritola. What a day, guys. This is historic. We are Brooklyn, NYC, 2011 flat fantasy football. Mohammed Kurt, we are now diverse. There is diversity in this league. We have two Filipinos. We have Mohammed Kurt. I think he might be Irish. And then we have a Norwegian Bussy. We're going to get started here now that I see the chat is working. Fellas, this is exciting stuff. The way this is going to work is I'm going to take a list of our names, and I'm going to randomize them on random.org. I'm going to randomize this list 3 times. 3 times. And then it's going to go on a wheel that we are going to spin. So there's just no question that this is going to be random. If there's any concern, Steve, hey, Steve Ace, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a few weeks, buddy. How have you been? This is incredible. Steve Ace, big spender in the building. Steve Ace, after this, we're going to be doing a 2 jersey break, signed jersey break. I'm going to need you to donate them to the stream. All right, so we randomized the list 3 times. I'm going to throw these on the wheel. And then I'm going to take our driver list. I'm going to randomize this list 3 times. This is exciting stuff, guys. Now that we know how to live stream, we can do so much for this fantasy football league. Next year, we're doing a WrestleMania 99 Royal Rumble to select the draft order. So don't miss it. Don't forget to subscribe, bookmark the stream, come back in a year, and you'll be able to see that. Here we did 3 times, and we have a nice list of names. All right, so now the way this is going to work, we are going to spin a driver name, and then we're going to spin and see who is attached to that driver, and I'm going to get started. Any objections to me getting started? Let me get a no in the chat. No in the chat. Any objections? Gonna get started. I don't know, guys, if I'm frozen or not. So just give me some response in the chat and I will get started. We can have this over and done in 5 to 6 minutes. I don't know, guys, if I'm frozen or not. So just give me some response in the chat and I will get started. We can have this over and done in 5 to 6 minutes. All right. You are good. Excellent. So first up, we are spinning our driver wheel, and it looks like Sergio Perez, George Russell. So now somebody is getting George Russell, who is starting in the 6th position, and that looks like it will be Tony. Tony will be starting in the 6th position. For those of you who are confused, I haven't really explained this at all. You're being assigned a driver that will be racing tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. on ESPN. Keep an eye out for your driver if you're awake and watching the race, and depending on where they finish in relation to everybody else is where you will be drafting in our 17th annual fantasy football draft. So if you get the first guy today or the last guy today, it does not mean you have the first or last pick in the draft. It just tells you who you need to pay attention to based on where they are starting. And generally, the qualifying results are somewhat close to where they will finish. So we got Tony following George Russell, and now we're really going to get this thing moving here. Start up here, and then we'll throw a spin. I got Max Verstappen, heavy hitter, definitely a contender for the #1 spot, and that's going to the returning vet, James Villa. Max Verstappen, James Villa. Remove him. Keep it moving. Lando Norris going to our friend Joe Syed. Lando Norris starting in the 5th position. Love this, boys. Love that we are all in the chat here. We got 5 people viewing. What an incredible day to the history of this league. Daniel Ricciardo goes to Ryan, who I know strongly dislikes Daniel Ricciardo. So let's go. Daniel Ricciardo in the 9th spot for Ryan. Keep an eye out on the McLaren tomorrow, Ryan. Let's keep it moving. Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda is undoubtedly the dud in this draft. He goes to Mo, our defending champion. So Mo, keep an eye out for the Japanese guy, starting in the 8th position. Starting in the 8th position, look out for the AlphaTauri. If you've never heard of AlphaTauri, I'm not surprised. That's why it's not a great pick. Valtteri Bottas going to myself, starting in the 11th position. Another trash pick, but we'll take it. I'll take 11 if he falls that way. Let's keep it going, fellas. We have Fernando Alonso, the legend, going to Jesse, the newbie. The newbie. Welcome, Jesse, to the league. Fernando Alonso. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Lewis Hamilton still on the board. Charles Leclerc still on the board. It looks like we have some Sergio Perez action going to our friend Tyler. Sergio Perez starting in the 3rd position, driving the Red Bull. Tyler, keep an eye out for the Red Bull. Spinning again. That's unfortunate. It could be worse. It could be worse. Esteban Ocon, I believe starting in the 10th position in the Alpine, is going to our friend Chuck, the runner-up. The runner-up Chuck gets the 10th position, Esteban Ocon. Let's continue moving this on. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton still on the board. And the legend Sebastian Vettel, the veteran. We have Charles Leclerc starting in pole position, goes to Mozzarella, Michael Panetta. Charles Leclerc goes to the Ferrari supporter, Michael Mozzarella Panetta. Excellent work, excellent work. We have 2 guys left, Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel between Steve and Melora. Lewis Hamilton is going to... Oh my God, what a close one. Lewis Hamilton is going to Steve. That is 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. Absolutely a contender for #1 overall. Very excited to see how this turns out tomorrow, guys. Very excited to see how this turns out. That means, again, that Sebastian Vettel goes to Melora. Melora, there's your 12th pick, potentially, depending on how things go. Some housekeeping items here. It's very likely that some drivers will not finish their race for mechanical reasons or if there is a crash. In the event that that happens and the driver does not finish, we'll just take a look at which drivers lasted the longest. So if your driver is the first one out of the race, that's going to put you in the 12th spot. If more than 4 drivers, we're going to say that now, if more than 4 drivers on this list do not finish, we will squash the results. We'll figure out something else. That's extremely unlikely. If you do tune into the race, you'll see that there's actually 20 drivers. We're only paying attention to the top 12 here. So we're going to go over it again. the Ferrari. Charles Leclerc goes to Mats. Villa has Max Verstappen. Tyler has Sergio Perez. Steve, Lewis Hamilton. Syed, Norris, and the McLaren. Tony C, George Russell. Jesse, Fernando Alonso. Mohamed Yuki Tsunoda. Ryan gets the Australian Daniel Ricciardo in the McLaren. Chuck, the big boy, gets Esteban Ocon. I'll take Valtteri Bottas, and Melora takes Sebastian Vettel. The race is tomorrow at 9 a.m. on ESPN, the Formula One French Grand Prix. Looking forward to this, guys. Have a good one. Wonderful experience. Any questions before I end it? This has been an excellent use of my time on the clock, by the way. All right, looks like we're good. I don't see any questions. I'll leave this up again. I will send it in the group chat. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell. We will see you guys here next year. WrestleMania 99, Royal Rumble. That's how we're figuring out our draft order. Can't wait. You gotta love it.